Welcome back to On Texas Football, and welcome back to our Sunday night live stream. I am lifetime Longhorn Rod Babers. Pleased to be joined by the estimable Jerry Hamilton. And guys, we got actual football to discuss. Yes, it's of the scrimmage variety, but we still got the pads clack-a-lacking. We still got competitions happening, so we'll get into it and talk about everything from the first scrimmage for the Longhorns from training camp. We'll dive into it. But your questions, comments, throw it out there, whatever you guys want to talk about. Super chats always jump to the front of the line. You can interrupt the show at any time. Just throw out a super chat, but we'll try to address as many questions, comments as we can throughout the show. It's a little bit of a truncated edition, so get your questions and comments around now in while you can. Also, let me thank our sponsors, Prize Picks and Von Lane. We'll tell you more about them coming up a little bit later on in the program. All right, before we get down to it, Jerry, we'll answer a lot of questions, obviously. Most encouraging news you heard or maybe even didn't hear out of the scrimmage, and most discouraging thing you heard. Encouraging and discouraging. What you hear that got you encouraged, and what you hear that maybe got you a little discouraged?
Encouraged was pretty simple for me. Jonah Williams made plays. Rod, I mean, it's been since his senior year of high school football since he's really made plays.
Yeah,
and had an opportunity to make plays. And, you know, the interception – obviously, there was a free blitzer on that play. That throw would have never been made. I think that's kind of why Arch just let it fly. He knew in a game that play would have been over. But Jonah still made a play. But I'm here to tell you, Rod, Jonah made a couple of plays in space. He tackled Malik Brown in space one-on-one. And I was like, that was impressive.
Yeah.
Jonah, if he can keep coming on, because Rod, we've been talking about it since high school. He's a natural playmaker.
He is.
You got to be healthy to make plays. Never seen a guy not healthy make plays. And he's got to have some consistent football in his life for the first time in a while. And look, I think there's an opportunity for somebody at a safety spot. Not that Derek Williams did anything bad in the scrimmage, but more than one guy's going to play. There's an opportunity for either a Kobe Black or Jonah Williams to come in and add some playmaking to that safety spot. Additional to what you have. And it was really good to see to see Jonah Williams making plays. And the bad thing is, I mean, it's just, you know, look, there's a couple things they're dealing with. And so linebacker depth is maybe a little shaky, obviously. And the flu bug kind of hit. But that was a great opportunity for the young freshman backers to get run with the ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, Joseph Paula, Rocky Cummings, Tyler Atkinson all got some run with the ones out of necessity in that series because there was some sickness roll through as well. So, I mean, a guy like Brad Spence didn't even take part. So, Kosi Okpala had been backing up Brad Spence. So, while it was a little bit of a negative, the flip side of that is, boy, there's some baptism by fire for a few guys in the live section of this scrimmage, Rod.
Yeah, no, I think we have the same encouragement from that report about Jonah Williams making plays in the scrimmage, and he's a prodigy. And the thing that's important to remember about prodigy is they usually are on an accelerated rate of development. So usually once, you know, they start to learn things or acclimate, they usually will kind of surpass other guys in their development because, I mean, they're prodigies for a reason. Yeah. So we kind of forget that guy was one of the best safety prospects in the country coming out of high school because we just hadn't had him available. And he's been playing another sport as well, too. He could have an accelerated rate of development considering, like you said, Jerry, he has not seen a lot of off-season training camp football. Right. It's been a really long time since he's seen off-season training camp football, valuable reps like that. So that got me giddy. I ain't gonna lie, I got giddy thinking about Jonah Williams out there making plays. So to me, that was easily the most encouraging nugget that we got out of the first scrimmage. No doubt.
And the interception is obviously the play that's out there for people, but open field tackles against a Malik Brown are just as impressive to a coaching staff.
Especially a guy of his size.
Yes.
He's a big dude. Usually
Yes.
big dudes, they kind of struggle in the open field. Like they may be great in the box when things are congested and they got to get physical. But in the open field, usually bigger bodies, those guys are, they're exposed at times. But Jonas gets to show you that he's really, even though he's got the wingspan and he's a bigger athlete out there, probably a guy you can roll down into the box and play, big nickel for you at linebacker depth. Also a guy he's got some twitch to him. Like for a big man. That's what made him special. So I said after watching the high school film, the guy, if he reaches his ceiling, he's a Thorpe Award type player. Like he's got that kind of ceiling, but he's got to overcome a lot of things to get to that ceiling. Man, if he can just stay healthy, we'll just see whether I just want to, if he can just stay healthy for the entire season, where would that land him in terms of his development as a player? Who knows? Texas Van says, really pulling for Jones. If he stays healthy and realizes his potential, he'll be a monster. I agree. He's one of those guys. I saw the earlier question, which we'll get to. We'll get to your questions here about who can thrive in the Muschamp scheme. He's one of those. Oregon Coast Longhorn. Thank you for that. What players have benefited most from Will Muschamp and why? He could be one of those guys.
Yeah.
He could.
I think Brad Spence. I think Brad Spence is an easy pick for that one.
That is an easy one.
I'll tell you another one. Colin Simmons.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think there are way too many times in the PK scheme. And I'm not saying that Muschamp won't have him dropping back in coverage, but he was dropping back way too much. I will say that now. After looking at some of the offseason film and looking at some of the numbers, Colin Simmons against this college level competition should be dropping back that much.
No.
Well,
wasn't it Muschamp that said thoroughbreds go forward?
Thoroughbreds don't go backwards. He said, thoroughbreds don't go backwards. That's a thoroughbred. No need to have him going backwards in coverage. He needs to showcase that ability because at the NFL level, there are different systems that he may be in. They may want him to do that. But for the most part, his elite quality is his pass rushing ability. Yeah. Like he's the best in the country. Why would you do the offense a favor and eliminate that as a threat? It's like, look, thank you. I'd love to see Colin Simmons in coverage. That's great.
Hey, by the way, you know who else I heard was really good? Grayson Littleton.
Not surprised.
Heard he was really good.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
And the pick six, which was a screen or some sort?
The bubble screen the tight end.
So what does that tell you? Football investigator. He saw the formation. He saw the set and was like, man, I guarantee if I see this quarterback, if I see him turn one, I'm gone. I'm just going to attack it. No hesitations. Exactly what he did. And after that, boom, he ended up making a play. So that's what I mean by football investigating. He saw all the clues. And these guys, and my bold prediction was, by the way, that they would get multiple takeaways. They did.
You got that. You hit that one.
But it was honestly, I cheated, Jerry, because the defense is always ahead of the offense.
Yeah, they're always ahead. Yeah.
And you know how I know, man, the defense hasn't. They changing their scheme. Of course, they get Muschamp, but the defenders who have been there, they know this Sark offense pretty well. And they know the players. So when they see the same scheme and stuff, they can make plays on it. So I cheated on that one. I knew the defense was going to win the scrimmage. I just didn't know by how much, but getting the double takeaways was big. Daniel here, thank you for the super chat. Happy belated birthday to Sarah O. Happy B-Day. All right, to Sarah O. All right, give me a Ric Flair woo. Woo! There you go. Get the Ric Flair woo. That's one. You know what? For Sarah O too. Woo! There you go. Got one for Sarah O in the B-Day. I
don't have that one in my ability or repertoire, so I can't replicate that now.
Hey, the Ric Flair, I've said, if you're feeling depressed one day and you're feeling, you get up and you're dragging, man, I need some energy. Yeah. Trust me, give yourself a couple of Ric Flair woos. Do it by yourself. Do it in the shower. You'd be surprised. As my man Kwame Cavill used to always say, false enthusiasm. Never underestimate the power of false enthusiasm. That's what he would say when he would come out to practice. He's like, oh, I know y'all not feeling today, but never underestimate the power of false enthusiasm. He'd get up and start screaming and yelling, and you'd be surprised. It actually, faking it till you make it works. Yeah. You can fake your way into it. So there you go. All right, let's get back to the super chats. How this for Coach Scott? Says, we're going to see any Biles and Simmons double A gap blitzes this year. Yeah. You saw him in the spring showcase.
Yep.
Remember the spring showcase? I don't know with Simmons. We didn't see Simmons. We saw the Biles A gap blitz. But I don't know if we saw the Simmons thing might work. He's going to move Colin Simmons around. to find favorable matchups. So that would, to me, hint that he's going to put him inside against less athletic offensive linemen and use twists and stunts, play a lot of games up front with those big men. So that's also something you're going to see. But I definitely think you'll see what they call the double barrel.
Yeah, double barrel leg gappers. Yeah.
That's Muschamp's old school, man. He likes that kind of stuff right up the gut. Okay, let's get to.
And you saw Georgia do it to Texas multiple times, and
they did.
Whatever Muschamp was, he was still part of that program.
Yeah. I mean, Muschamp knows how to at least solve or at least a stunt neutralize a Sark offense because he could just take whatever Kirby Smart did. I've always said, like I said, I know it's happened. I just don't know to what degree because they're coaches and they're just talking ball. How much Sark really wants to sit down with Muschamp or has already done to reverse engineer what Georgia did against him. It's like, hey, man, I just need to know. Can we just sit down and watch the game together? Can we just go watch every offensive play together? And
99% chance. 99% chance that's happened.
There's no doubt it's happened. I mean, just the curiosity of a football theorist like Sark's like, no, I need to know what they did, how they solved it. And not only will that help you in the next matchup, whenever that is, but I just think to improve as a play caller, play designer, Kirby Smart's had a lot of success versus Sark offense, different quarterbacks, that kind of thing. So, all right, Acholo, man, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it very much. Says, give me 2 reasons why this Texas team can be the best in program history. Don't sugarcoat it. In program history.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't think this team is better than 05. I just don't think they're not going to be there.
What parts of this team are better than 05? Have a chance to be better than 05? What parts of it? Any parts of it? Not the secondary.
Linebackers.
That's good.
Because I think Biles is a great player.
That's good. Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's tough because you were loaded.
Wide receivers definitely are going to be better.
Wide receivers are better.
I think, as crazy as it sounds, I think kicker's going to be better.
Oh, yeah. They said Spedic actually was pretty good. Was he 5 or 6?
Missed his first one, made next 5.
And then made 240-yarders, 240-plus yarders. Missed 140.
And Pino wasn't Texas didn't have to depend on Pino in that season because they were so dominant.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they could have if it had come down to that. Like, you weren't going to trot them out from 54 to win you a game.
Oh, somebody else saying running back. Oh.
Not big plays, but maybe. I don't know.
No, like I said, that was tough. Maybe that's interesting. I got to go look at it.
Yeah, I mean, look.
I think you're right. I think wide receiver definitely.
No disrespect to this Texas team. Nobody's played a game yet, but I've never seen this team was going to be
all-time great.
Touch the 05 team.
No. Yeah, I agree with you. It's only like a couple of areas where you would give this team the advantage over the 05.
That offensive line had played together. David Thomas had played together with the offensive line, with VY. It was a different time, obviously, of college sports. But yeah, no. And I'll say some people would say defensive line, but I don't know about that either. B-Rob was really good. Tim Crowder was really good. Rakpo was a backup on that team. They had some young guys coming on that team. I think the interior may be better.
Maybe deeper? I don't know. That's a good one because
I think Rod Watson, in my opinion, if he can stay healthy, he's going to be better NFL prospect than either Rod Wright or Frank Okamore. I think he's a quicker athlete. I think he's going to be more appealing to the NFL, even though both those guys were late round picks. I think the interior D line could be better.
It might be, to me, it might be deeper. If I gotta go back and look at that interior D line, like the depth of it, but it might be deep because I think they got a chance to go 6 deep on the D line. Justice Terry wasn't available. You got your top 4. You got Alex January, you got Ian Gifford, you got Hero Kanu, you got Murad Watson, and now Justice Terry. I think we all assume Justice Terry is going to be in the mix, and then you got Sharma, you got the other guys. So I might go 5-6 deep. I'm not sure if they went 5-6 deep in 05 with that interior D line, but they were. I mean, Like I said, that they were deep. All right. Before we get back to, you know what? And I will give you two reasons, Solomon. Let me give you two reasons why this Texas team can be the best in program history. If Arch is elite, if he is elite and checks all the boxes of being like clutch in critical moments, of having that Heisman-esque type season. I don't know if he's gonna win it, but if he's a finalist, then that means he had an elite season as a player. So number one is Arch. Like my man Shannon's got a great saying: I need players that'll make me right when I'm wrong. So when Sark is wrong, he needs a quarterback that, because what VY did. VY was so good that there are times when the defensive play caller had a great call, or the defender made a great play, or it was just a bad offensive call for the situation. Didn't matter.
And Rod, I'll say this. I think one of the big things in college football this year is going to be amongst the highly rated teams. And I'm going to throw four guys out there. Arch Manning's a second-year starter. CJ Carr's a second-year starter. Julian Sands a second-year starter. And Dante Moore's a 2.5-year starter. Which one of those guys takes the biggest leap this year? I think it's going to be big in deciding who plays for a national championship, or which couple of those guys. Because these are four guys that are going to be talked about. They're on all the NFL mock drafts. People are actually finally putting CJ Carr up there. A lot of it came from Manning Academy because he was so impressive. But those four guys are all on these mocks. They're going to be jockeying. They're going to be talked about as far as the NFL, who's positioning themselves to be a 1-1, a 1-2, a 1-4, 1-7 guy. But which of those guys take the biggest leap on the field this year, I think is truly going to impact the national championship. Who plays for it and maybe who wins it. Because they're all similarly situated in terms of experience.
That's a good point. Yeah. So which one of those guys transcends? So I'll get that. Arch, and then here's the second one. Elite defense. I don't know if Muschamp's going to have an elite defense. I think he could have an elite defense. He's had elite defenses before. Texas has elite players. If they're elite, and that means usually top 10, top 15, that category, really elite. So probably if they're going to be best in the program history, you're talking about top 10, top 5. Then you might be on to something, because if you go look at the teams that have won national titles, an elite defense teams with elite defenses, I should say, have more of a chance to win a national title than the elite offense. I went and looked this and broke it down. So I was like, you know what? Is it elite? Because you usually don't get both. If you get both, you're definitely going to win the national title.
Yeah.
But if you get, if you're elite defense, elite offense, and most of the time you can look at the national champions, and obviously Nick Saban had a lot to do with this, and so does Kirby Smart. The elite defense lends itself to a sure path to winning a title in college football, at least recently. You go look at it. That would be my two. Arch elite, defense elite. That's where I'd go. Thank you, Achala, man. Appreciate that super chat. All right, before we get back to more super chats, let's thank our sponsor, our friends over at Prize Picks. Let's thank them. We appreciate all of their support. It's America's #1 sports picks apps, and I'll tell you why it is, because it offers you so many different ways to win. For players picks, all you do is choose more or less on a few player stats and lock in your lineup. If you like picking teams instead of individual players, you can do that. Prize Picks has you covered there as well. You can now pick the winner. You can pick the total on games, even fights. Also, Prize Picks is available in most states, including the great state of Texas, California, and Florida. So chances are you can jump in right now. You can jump in today. And also a new feature that I really love, one of my favorite features, is that you can follow different users online. So if you like their picks, you like the picks they're making, boom, you can just click and you can tell them and follow all their picks, or you can follow your friends and troll them if you want to, have a little fun. But here's the best part. If you've never tried Prize Pick before, now is a great time. Play your first $5 lineup, and if you win, you'll get $150 in bonus lineups. Just make sure to use the code HMA when you sign up. They actually just update the offer, so it's good to go, and it's a great time for you to take advantage. Download the Prize Picks app right now. Use the code HMA. Play the first $5 lineup, and if you win, you'll get $150 in bonus lineups. That's Prize Picks, code HMA. Good luck, and as always, play smart, play responsibly, play Prize Picks. All right. Thank you guys for that. Let's get back to super chat. So we got some lined up. Oh, thank you, Cisco Diaz. Great to hear from you. It says sat by Trevor Gooseby and the soccer team at the exhibition game Friday. Can confirm he's a large human being.
Yeah.
Future first round pick.
Look, he'll interview well. Is a great human. He'll interview well when it comes to that process as well. He's athletically going to put up some nice numbers. And when it comes combine time, he's got a real chance. By the way, Cisco's like growing on me as one of the best Texas fans out there. Cisco, let me know. Did I also see on Instagram you were at the volleyball game, the exhibition volleyball game too? I think I saw you were on that on the Instagram. Dude, you're getting up there in the UT fan levels for me.
Yeah.
Man. You're just sitting there going to multiple sports on a weekend.
It's big time.
Prior to football season. We're talking about exhibition volleyball. I think it was.
I would say exhibition. You going to exhibition games? You doing? Yeah, you.
Not a family member going. You're going.
Like you really dedicate. You going to the exhibition games. That's for sure. I agree with you on that. But thank you, Cisco. Good to hear from you. Appreciate that super chat. Hey, what's up, OTF fan number one, Brandon? Good to hear from you. Says brown belt 2 weeks out to my black belt. Let's get it. Hey, get that black belt, baby. Get that. Says 5'11", 175, Rod. Oh, Coach Rod, happy 21 days yesterday. I appreciate that. And thank you, CD. I always love CD, man, because he always show me so much love. But he always shows me love on the countdown 21 days before. So had a lot of great highlights that I could look at online. My man CD keeping the dream alive for Rod B. But people forget that Rod B was a great player, if not for my man CB. So I appreciate that. He said also, how long will it take Arch to get the rush shaken off, Rod and Jerry? Yeah, I've heard. Okay, I've seen this discussion because a lot of Longhorn fans are like, oh well, the interceptions, that was Arch, right? First drive, the interception, Jonah Williams in the red zone, that's Arch. A lot of people have been talking about that he's a little rusty. I'll say this about Arch. I've said this before on the channel. I don't think he is naturally really accurate in the short, quick game. I said he's naturally not like really accurate in the short and the quick game. And my hope is that he'll get better there. But I think he's a guy that's got verticality to his game. So that's why you look at last year when Sark started the season throwing the vertical shots downfield. I think Sark knows that too. When he was trying to get Quinn in a rhythm, how did he get Quinn in a rhythm? We all know it was short, quick, underneath throws, right? Boom, short RPO game. Let's get Quinn in a rhythm. I think he actually has struggled with trying to get Arch in a rhythm because Arch is not a guy that you can get in the rhythm with the quick game very often because he's erratic in the quick game. Sometimes the ball placement's good, sometimes it's off. He's just not really consistent there. That's why the NFL loves him. They love him because of the intermediate and the deep throws and his accuracy and ball placement on. That's why Butter.
How good he is in the pocket.
Yeah. How much Butter was a quick game? Butter? Nope. It was all.
Yeah.
Butter.
That was not Butter. Yeah.
Butter is down the field for Arch.
Yeah.
Butter is not. I can't believe it's not Butter when it's quick game. That's not his strength. So I think when people are referring to him being rusty, I think they're looking at the quick game Arch, and I've never seen that Arch be consistent.
Yeah,
that's kind of what maybe that's what y'all are thinking about and talking about.
I'll say this too. Early, I mentioned this earlier, but in the scrimmage, the ball that Jonah picked off, I think there's a couple of things that kind of think about with that. One, if that was a game, the offensive line missed an assignment. The linebacker had a free run at Arch. I don't think that pass is ever made. Just a FYI on that. So he threw an interception. I think that was a scrimmage thing. Player pulled up. He heaved it deep. I think he knew that in a game that play wasn't really going to happen. That would have been a hit, sack, or Arch would have been flushed out of the pocket. That throw would not have gotten out of his hand in a real game. The linebacker actually had a free blitz and pulled up from what we heard. So that one went out. The Grayson Little one, I think he made a great play.
Agreed. Yeah, that's kind of what I heard too. Is Grayson he just diagnosed the play really quickly.
Yeah.
So
and one thing I think before we get to Derek Cooper, one thing I think with Arch, I will say this. I think I would expect to see misses high this year because there's been multiple videos, Rod, where they've been talking about it. The ball's got to be up in the air and give these guys a chance. Give Cam Coleman a chance every single time they make a play. So I think you're going to see maybe more high misses over the course of the season this year because you have multiple players who you want to get the ball to 50-50 situations at times and let them, and that includes Emmett Mosley, and let them go win it at 50-50. So I won't be shocked if you don't see some high misses.
Yeah, and they're bigger. You got bigger bodies now at wide receiver than you've had since Sark has been here. So I agree with you, Jerry. I think you're right on the money, especially in the red zone. I think they're particularly talking about it in the red zone. We're going to get it high so our guy can get it or nobody can get it. And also there's a good conversation, and I think it's more football theory than anything, whether Arch is more of a gamer.
Yeah,
I've seen this conversation, and y'all might be onto something. Like he might be, he does have that kind of gamer feel. Like we saw that last year, right? When he sometimes was at his best when the game was like Texas was either down and they had to abandon the initial game plan. It's like, all right, we just gotta go let Arch do his thing. Oh, we ain't even got. Oh, the receivers are hurt. Let Arch do his thing. Michigan, like he's at his best sometimes. They just said let Arch be Arch, and the scramble, the improvise, the off. Like you can't practice the off-schedule stuff, and that's usually when he's at his best. He's averaging 10 yards per scramble, 11 yards per attempt on scramble throws. He's at some of his best football is off-schedule, off-script, and you can't do that in practice. So y'all, I don't know if that's a ridiculous theory that he's got a little gamer in him, and that's just how he rolls. Like so in practice, you'll never see the best of him at practice.
No,
because he's
hey Rod, go back, and I'm not comparing, but go back to this. Was Major Applewhite a good practice player?
He was a gamer. Major was gamer.
There's a reason that competition went the way it did in practices.
Yeah,
Sims is out there ripping fastballs through the air.
You can hear him.
Yeah, and Major wasn't going to be that type of practice player.
No,
I mean he knew the playbook front and back, but he was always better in a football game than he ever was in a practice, from what everybody told me.
I would attest to that too as a former teammate. I put money, and then they go in the game, and you go like, "Oh, well, he gives us the best chance to win." So you got to go with him. There's no doubt about it. He had gamer. He was a gamer. All right, next one up. Thank you for that super chat, Daniel. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. How impressive was Cooper? How impressive has Cooper been so far? What is his upside as a freshman, and how do you see his career at Texas? Thank you, Daniel.
One, after Cedric Baxter, let's say, okay, when we talk about long term, it's got to be health. Obviously, so you have a healthy career, right? That's the obvious. How impressive has Cooper been so far? I think he's been terrific. He even caught a little speed out from what I was told Saturday in the scrimmage, plucked that ball out of the air, turned it upfield quickly. Okay, I think he's done a good job picking up the offense. Yes, he's a really good runner. Made a couple of guys miss Saturday in the scrimmage as well. So it wasn't just a one-cut downhill vertical run, which he is probably at his best at. Mm-hmm. He also threw some feet on him and threw a shoulder on people a couple of times. And I mean, when I say throw a shoulder, I mean throw the drop the shoulder, give you the little shimmy fake and make it right? I'm not talking drop the shoulder and run over somebody. I'm talking drop the shoulder and get funky. Yeah. I think he threw a couple at him Saturday from what I was told. But I think, look, you're going to see the running backs play out of the slot more. I like Raleek Brown can play out of the slot this year. They ran Rod. It was right up your alley. They ran a ton of two-back stuff.
Oh, a lot of pony.
But then I think they can also motion somebody back to the slot at times.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be more versatility from the running backs. I think Derek Cooper did. I mean, like I said, he caught a little speed out from the slot from what I was told and caught it cleanly. But look, he was a guy. We had Matt DeBuck, the deep snapper Trey DeBuck's dad on, who's multiple state champion winner coach down in Fort Lauderdale at Cardinal Gibbons. He had Derek Cooper his freshman year, and he was a wide receiver and safety early in his career, and obviously ends up being a linebacker and running back, and now a full-time running back. But his hands showed up at an early age. I think Derek Cooper's got a really bright future. I think one of the things that is big for his career, and just honestly, is that he's got Brown and Smothers this year.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to get too many touches as a freshman in college football.
You're right.
I think they can always play him fresh, assuming guys stay healthy. He can always be fresh when he's in a game. I think that's underestimated how big that is for a young running back in college football.
Yeah, especially now knowing the shelf life of the running backs.
Yeah,
good stuff, Jerry. Landon Dragons, appreciate that. We appreciate the super chat. Says, I I will love you guys. So glad football is back. Love you too. Says, thank you for feeding my Texas sickness. Where is the actual line between success, disappointment, and failure in 2026? Failure if you don't make the college football playoff. That is a failure. Sorry. I'm going to say it right now.
Unless you have a string of injuries or something crazy happens. That's the only way. Yeah.
Knock on wood. Great point, Jerry. So unless there's some drastic crazy happens, you don't make the playoff. That is a failure of a season, in my opinion. Success, I think you got to make a run in the play. I would say you got to get to at least the semifinal.
The semi, yeah.
You don't get to the semis. I think some, I'm not going to say all, but some Longhorn fans, maybe half, will be disappointed in the season if you don't at least get to the semis. Final four. Get to the Final Four, baby. Yeah. So that's kind of the line for me. You want Landon. Yeah. But making a playoff is not a guarantee. That's the crazy thing. You got the toughest schedule in the country.
No, it's not a guarantee.
And you got Ohio State to start.
Our Ohio State guy Mello's in the chat, and I've said this, and I'd be interested to see if he agrees from Ohio State perspective. I think the loser of the Texas-Ohio State game is up against it to make the playoff, because Ohio State and Texas are considered the number 1 and 2 schedules amongst the contenders. And if Ohio State loses that Texas game, go look at the rest of their schedule too. I feel like it's a must-win game for both teams. It's definitely a must-win for Texas. They need to win the football game. Period. It's at home.
Because Ohio State will have an easier run than Texas. Because they got Indiana all the other.
No, Ohio State has. I mean, they're at USC. They're at Indiana. They have Oregon. They have Michigan.
Indiana's gonna be tough. Yeah.
They don't have a decent schedule. There's a reason Texas and Ohio State have the 2 toughest schedules amongst the teams that are contenders or seen as contenders.
No, good point, Jerry. They got at Indiana, or at Texas, of course. Then they're at Indiana, and then they're at USC. At USC right after Indiana. Well, actually, they got a bye. I think they got a bye week there. Still. Then they're back-to-back road games, though. Then they got Oregon. They got a 3-game stretch. Basically, I said they got a bye week in between there, but they got at Indiana, at USC, then versus Oregon. Yep. That's their season in a nutshell. That's the season in a nutshell. If they don't,
I think both those staffs quietly are saying we got to win that game.
And then you got the Michigan game. You know how that goes.
You never know. Kyle Whittingham's team by the end of the year, you never know. It's not like Michigan's void of talent.
It's a good point, John. I didn't realize. So both Ohio State and Michigan, it feels like that's a must-win game for both of them. So give yourself some margin for error.
That's right.
Get into conference play.
You don't want to have only probably one hiccup left after 2 weeks, after week 2.
Man, that's brutal. Yeah.
Huge game. Huge.
There's the what's the don't eat the rat poison strategy for this year's team? Until you know about that O-line, I wouldn't eat the rat poison. You can't. That O-line, you can't do it until they fixed the O-line. I know the first team, Lawrence Seymour was on the first team. Which was good. And then I think they said they liked Dylan Sikorsky, so he got a little run on the first team.
They brought in Sikorsky in red zone with the ones, which means Seymour's still learning the system.
Good point. Fair.
You can't have the blown assignment from the 5.
Nah, yeah.
Then you're running 3rd and goal from the 12.
Okay. I like that. It's a good point. He wasn't here for the spring.
Yep.
But that's my strategy. I'm not going to be able to eat it and eat the rat poison. Nope. Until I know. Or drink that Kool-Aid and realize it's not flavored until I know the O-line is at least average.
And mine is discipline in game is penalties. I mean, look, you can have all the talent in the world. If you're in the 128 in penalties this year, you're not making a playoff. I'm not even going down that path. Okay. So how much have you improved in that? And I'm not saying you're going to need to go from 136 to 3 if that's not happening. But can you make a jump like Ole Miss made last year? They were 118th, I think, or 124th in 2024. They jumped into the 60s last year. That was a big deal for that football team.
And Doug, you want to know another one? Is Sark is on? It's a referendum on Sark too. I'm a big Sark fan, but I need him to produce not elite, but at least a good red zone offense post Bijan and Rojo. Good 3rd down offense with all this talent. They got to be better in critical moments because he hasn't really had elite critical situation offenses. 3rd down, red zone, goal line, short yardage, post Bijan and Rojo at Texas. So I got a couple of things to keep you from eating that rat poison. All right, thank you for that. Michael, what's up next? We appreciate the super chat. Says, I've often wondered why Milwee hasn't moved on to be an OC at another school. Obviously, he and Sark on the same page. However, why hadn't he moved on? Ever see Sark making him an OC or a play caller? Good question, Michael.
It's a good question. I don't know if I have the 100% answer on that. I will say this, though. If a guy like go beyond OC, say like a MAC head coaching job, those are really hard jobs nowadays. I'm not, those are because of NIL. I mean, good luck. I mean, just look at Jeff Traylor at UTSA. He's a tremendous coach.
Yeah.
And every year, man, it's hard to keep those programs up because nowadays your best players are gone. You're lucky if you have them 2 years.
Yep.
And so those programs are really difficult. And I think also, look, somebody can really like where they're at. They can enjoy the staff they're on. They can enjoy where they live. It can be great for their kids. It can be great for their family. So, I think there's obviously potentially things outside of football at play with Milwee and his family as well. But I would not be in a rush with what you're getting paid at these major schools. I would not be in a rush to ascend my trajectory as a young coach. Yeah, I think you got plenty of time, and while you use that time effectively, both financially and in learning.
Yep, that's good stuff. Yeah, it's definitely changing at the lower levels, man. All right, thank you for the super chat. Achalo, man, what's up? 19 days and 19 hours. Story is Arch needs to be elite and defense top 15 to win it all. Rod, it's AC.
Glad to see AC back.
Okay, I also, you know why? Because I'm thinking about Achos. I was like, Acho. Okay, yeah. So I apologize, AC. AC, my bad. AC Holloman, my bad. I apologize. But thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. Next up, Rocky P, what's up? Says, I may have started sipping the Kool-Aid already. Could Jonah leapfrog Derek Williams by game one? Thank you for that super chat, and I love this conversation. If I am Texas, I am hoping, and not because of Derek Williams, because I think Derek Williams right now is doing a really good job of cementing himself as the number one guy opposite John McDonald. But if you're Texas, you would love for this to happen. And because of Jonah Williams, like I said, his rate of development as a prodigy, he just starts. The more he practices, the slower the game is, slows down for him, and the more his football intelligence or football IQ increases because he hasn't been in a training camp setting in so long at the college level. And your prayers are you're hoping that this guy ends up having that accelerated developmental rate and that he catches up to Derek Williams. And if he does, essentially you would like to be able to have multiple starters or guys you consider.
Yeah.
And you by the way, when Derek Williams started over Makuba, you felt like that in that 2024 secondary. You felt like you had 3-4 starters at the safety spot, which you did prior to his injury.
Yep.
So I think that's how it goes. But good question, Rocky P. No doubt the Jonah Williams news is the most encouraging. OTF fam number one, Brandon Morgan, thank you for the super chat. Jerry, for you, what is my official OTF name? And I'm giving you the steering wheel. A decent name.
What did I say last time, Rod? I can't remember.
Ooh, I got like 3 of them for Brandon. So I call him B Morgan sometimes. Sometimes I might call him OTF fam number one. Fam, FAM. So Jerry, you can come up with yours. I try to go OTF fam number one. I try to.
I said something just off the riff, and I can't remember what it was.
And I think it was kind of cool, but now I can't remember what it was.
If anybody remembers, I'm writing it down this time.
Aaron Morgan, was that it?
Aaron Morgan. Because it was Shark Week. Air Jaws. Aaron Morgan. That's a good. Yeah.
That's kind of clean.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. Ipadilla, thank you for the super chat. Says a defense, 4th and goal on the 2. Who's our D line from the nose out? And opposite for offense. Any chance your fridge gets a carry? Look at me. No. That's good. Obviously your nose is going to be in your fridge.
Yes.
That's the easiest one to throw out there.
I think Murad Watson was really good Saturday. If he's healthy, he's got that ability to disrupt from the interior.
Then Kanu is going to be the other one. If they throw out their 3D tackles, sometimes they'll put out the 3D tackles and then put the edges, kind of run that
Yeah.
So that 5-man front there. I would say if it's goal line, you probably honestly I would throw out Lance Jackson would be there because he's one of those big bodies.
Yeah.
That he can bump down inside, but still has a twitch of the edge. So I would have to put Lance out there somewhere. I would like my D tackles, but they bumped him down inside like a D tackle anyway. They do what they did with Ethan Berg and Baron Sorrell before that. He's gonna bump down inside a lot. He did a lot in the spring showcase. They're gonna move him in the interior gap because they just like how big and massive he is.
Yeah.
So I think Lance Jackson's probably one of them big bodies. You talking about goal line? He's one of them big bodies too. So I'd probably have Jafridge. I'd probably have Kanu. Jerry said Murad Watson. I like that. And I think Lance Jackson should be one of those guys you throw out there too. And then after that, you start throwing your edges out there if you want to your linebackers and your edges. But that's how I would look at it. I mean, obviously disrespecting Alex January because he should be in the conversation. That's one of your better run stoppers. All right, thank you for that. Dimpled Wonders 7461. Thank you for the super chat very much. We appreciate it. Says everyone was freaking out about Ty Anthony during the scrimmage just for Sark to come out and say he had the flu. Is there anything else going on? Dimpled Wonders 7461. Appreciate the super chat.
I don't think he had the flu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the flu did. It was a thing. That took out Justice Terry and Shimba. Basically, a lot of your top players on defense weren't available because I think only 2 players. Was it Daley McCutcheon and was it Ryan Niblett was the other guy?
Niblett did not.
The only offensive guy. So for the defense to win the scrimmage and not have access to those players actually was really impressive. Yeah. The Ty Anthony Smith thing, that's why Sark was really high on the linebackers, the young linebackers that got a chance to play out there in the scrimmage. And that might, if you're looking at the position, because Sark said he wants to have a more definitive 2 deep after that first scrimmage. If you're looking at a position where you still really aren't sure exactly how the 2 deep lands, like for in the depth chart, right? The first string, second string, it might be linebackers, one of those. Like I'm not sure who your second string linebacker is actually, because now Justin Cryer has apparently been impressive.
Kosiok Paul has been running second behind Spence,
right? And Spence, you forget about Brad Spence too.
Spence wasn't there. He was down. He was down. He was sick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, they were missing both starting linebackers, 2 starting linebackers. They had Cryer, but they were missing Spence and Biles.
Yeah.
I don't think Lance Jackson was in much. Colin Simmons was not in much. So just think about that from a defensive standpoint. I mean, and after, look, Colin Simmons played, 4 or 5 series, if that.
If that. So
Biles, who's your second best, if not your best actual defender, one of your top 2s, top 2 with Simmons, and he didn't play. Offense kind of had it best look they're going to have at it.
Agreed. They should have won that. Now looking at all the guys that were missing, the offense should have won that scrimmage. Just saying. Dante, thank you for the super chat, Dante. We appreciate you. Is Syracuse, except for D lineman Watson, playing this year? Yes. He's going to be in the 4-man rotation on the D line, the D tackle. Yeah. I think it's going to be Canoe, Ian Fraud, January, and Watson are your top 4. And I think they'll rotate them pretty frequently. I think they believe that all 4 of those guys are starter caliber D tackles for.
Yeah. Watson had a good day Saturday.
Yeah.
He's been good. He's just got to stay healthy. He was banged the last.
Yeah, he makes play. He's actually more disruptive than people give him credit for.
Yes.
He can, if he's healthy, he can make some plays in the backfield for you. All right. Thank you for that one, Dante. Appreciate that super chat. Up next, get right to it. This one's from, is it Brandon got another one here? Oh, yeah. Look, I see Bree Morgan with another one. He says,
Air Morgan?
Yeah, Air Morgan. Sorry. OTFA number 1 says someone step up and challenge me on these chats, man. Said I'm also by myself. And what's let's get it. He says I can't stay on top forever. Can I ride or Jerry? Now you can stay up there. I will say there are some like Aloha Traveler will get with you. All right, Aloha Traveler. He's one of those also big spenders on the chats. We love all the chats, by the way. All right.
We need Colt Monroe to throw a big one out there to say how.
Don't do
celebrate
it.
The start of his high school football season.
Yeah, I remember he used to give the chance, like the $2-3 chance it did. He's
Just
like,
throw one out there.
like, who's paying for that? Like, I think Blake's paying for that, Chad.
Spend some of that Shields money.
Supporting the channel. I love it. Thank you, OTF fan number one, Ravi. Hey, trust me, during the season, if Texas is winning and playing well, people get really excited and they're usually a little inebriated watching us, and that usually makes them very generous. All right. I'll just throw that out there. It's been my experience with Longhorn fans. All right. AC Holloman. I got it right that time, AC. I won't get it wrong yet. Today is the 5-year anniversary for me graduating from UT. Whoa, congratulations. 32 years, 5 months, and 12 days old today. Congratulations, AC. Proud of that. All right. You should be proud, bro. You should be proud. That's fantastic. Yeah, and congratulations. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, that's pretty badass, AC. And I'm sorry I've been mispronouncing your name for like a year or so now. So I apologize about that. Jay Lee, good to hear from you. Thanks for the super chat. One bad day in the SEC equals a loss. I have a hard time believing we only have 2 of those. You all still feel confident a 9-3 won't get into college football playoff. A 9-3 could get in. I'm just saying, then you leave it up to the committee and all of these other external factors, and you don't want that. 10-2, Texas, you're definitely in. 9-3, I think 9-3, Arch and Texas and the brand, if everything is right, yes, they'll let Texas in because they want the ratings and they love the blue blood brand that is Texas. But Texas, you don't want to have to. And by the way, then it will be hard for us to gauge whether this team actually did improve. If they're 9-3, it's hard to say that they improved from last season.
Yeah,
you could make the argument, but you can't just say definitively, oh yeah, they're a better team, and they should be a better team. But the schedule, no doubt, Jay, it's a brutal schedule.
I think Notre Dame holds the cards this year. If Notre Dame stubs their toe and for some reason doesn't make it, they'd have to take a lot of injuries for them. Then I think a 9-3 has a chance.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. I think if Notre Dame handles their business, I think it's the numbers game gets tough.
That's a favorable schedule Notre Dame's got too.
Yes.
It is.
Oh, this stuff's getting crazy now.
All right, Justin.
Ron, how many helmets do you have?
What do we? You know what? You know what? Before we get crazy here, let's think. Oh, okay. Let's get to the chats. What? Hold up.
Yeah,
Okay. See, I didn't know we were getting.
I don't have a lamp.
I gave Aloha Traveler. I told you Aloha Traveler don't mess around, man. Whoa! Oh, hold up! What? Oh!
Yeah.
Up. Is that the biggest super chat we've ever had in history of OTF?
Just go ahead and put the game uniform on. May as well.
Whoa! That you just made history, Brad Moore. You just made history, bro. OTF fan. Matter of fact, you can tell us what you want us to call you. Air Morgan, B Morgan, OTF fan number one. Hey, he's on top. Like I say, he's on top. How can it be disputed? It can't be disputed. All right. I think even the OTF, the rest of the OTF fan would agree. Like, hey, it can't be disputed, man. Oh, for sure. And Aloha Traveler, I gotta get. See, I just mentioned Aloha Traveler that he can get with it because he's OG in OTF, and I saw Aloha Traveler showing the love too. Thank you, Aloha Traveler. Appreciate it. He said he's excited. Threw up the horns. I appreciate the love. See, gotta give Aloha Traveler some love, baby. He's always in a good mood, and we know why. If I was living out where he's living, I'd be in a good mood too. But like I said, B Morgan, it's hard to. I can't at this time call you anything other than OTF fan number one, man. I can't do it. OTF fan number one. That's my name.
Rod, this is about to get off the chain now.
Jerry can give you another name. I'm giving you boo!
Now, that buys a lot of mayonnaise, man. That's a lot of mayo.
Get out of here, man. Get out. What? I told y'all Aloha Traveler does not play. I told y'all. I tried to tell y'all.
Oh, man.
I said, now y'all got a super chat off going on. Got a super chat off going on. Woo! Oh, man. I'll give you the woo. I'll give you the boom. I wish I had some more, man.
Just full uniform, right?
I need to know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring my jersey out here.
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do. I don't have my jersey. I got one of them. All right, it's all framed up, but I got a jersey, that game worn jersey that's in the house, locked up I'm gonna go bring it out because that's what I need. I might text wife right now, like, baby, bring my jersey out here because it's getting wild in the super chat.
This needs to end. This needs to end like the President's Cup when Tiger and Ernie called it a draw and they all kept making birdies on top of each other. This one probably needs to end like that, dude.
It might be. I think we he's doing another one. He wants to make sure he's counting it up. He's like, I gotta make sure I'm ahead. He's got to make sure he's ahead. Oh man, my man. Like I say, like I said, y'all, that's the love right there. OTF fam #1, and my man Aloha Traveler. It's a beautiful thing. I think y'all got Jerry so excited. Jerry just dropped out. I'm gonna do my Von Lane read. I'm gonna do my Von Lane read with the
Quick suggestion. So this is little Lucky. Oh. Lucky had to come on for his $801 super chat.
Oh, see now, you know what?
Rod, what you got?
I'm coming back.
This is Lucky the Chihuahua. He's a bad dude and he doesn't want to be here at all. He's a good man. That was crazy. So I did, man. I'll rep sure I did have to dip out on that. Yeah, I had to go get my little buddy for that one. I don't have lampshades. I had to do something better. I had to get lucky.
All right.
Rod's bringing in. Oh, Rod's got a puppy. Jeez. I have to go to the puppy in the neighborhood.
There you go. That's what the super. If you get a super chat that big, we gonna bring out the puppy, man. We got the puppy. This is our unofficial mascot. Say what's up to everybody, Raven. Say what's up. Woo!
What's up? How old, Rod? How old?
Oh, 12 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, she's brand new. Her name is Raven. Yeah. We had to get it for the season. So that's how you know the Longhorns going to win a lot of games. I got a puppy for football season. Hey, oh man, okay. Let me do my Von Lane read really quick. I'm gonna do it with the helmet on in dedication to my man B Morgan and Aloha Traveler. Y'all got me hyped. I'm out of breath. Oh man, I'm gonna do this Von Lane read out of breath here. Thank you to our friends over at Von Lane. Fantastic service. I've actually taken the Von Lane myself several times. I've taken it to Houston. I've taken it to Dallas. It is a first-class travel experience on the ground. You can't beat it, folks. A lot of you out there still driving those shorter routes in between major Texas cities or in the region. Or some of you out there, you're flying, and that's great too, but that can be a bit stressful with TSA and delayed flights, and you got to deal with security checks. With our friends over at Von Lane, you arrive at a luxury hotel terminal. You board in minutes. It takes minutes, folks. It's a really, really easy process. And they have complimentary snacks, beverages, and hot towel service. Complimentary Wi-Fi. They've upgraded the Wi-Fi with Starlink internet, so now it's faster and more reliable. If you're thinking about game day travel as well, our friends over at Von Lane provide a great service. If you're traveling from Houston to Austin, traveling from Dallas or DFW to Austin for game days, you can actually, bypass a lot of the traffic issues and the parking nightmares if you just take the Von Lane. So vonlane.com is how you check out all of the different routes and their services. They serve Austin, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Fort Worth, Plano, the Woodlands, Nashville, Memphis, Atlanta, and Knoxville. And if you're traveling with a group, you can charter your own Von Lane coach and design the trip from pickup to drop off. Please visit vonlane.com. And if you enter the code OTF26 at checkout, you'll get $20 off your first ride with Von Lane. That's Von Lane. It's elevated regional bus transportation. Thank you very much to our friends over at Von Lane. All right, now I got to make sure we didn't leave any super chats on the table because during the super chat off between Aloha Traveler and OTF Fan of One, I think we may have neglected a couple of super chats, and we apologize. All the super chats are important to us, but man, the super chat off got me hyped. I'm sweating.
Hey, Rod, this super chat, Justin Yarborough at Texas City. You ever play Texas City, Rod, at Lamar? Y'all ever play it? The Stings were good when you were in high school.
One of my favorite games as a high school football player was at Texas City. It was actually my last year in '99. We went to Texas City right after, the big three. So that was Irvis and Everett and Tyron Jones. And we played there. We beat them. It was an amazing environment. I'm talking about like real Friday night lights kind of environment. And me and my man Jerome Sapp, who ended up playing at Notre Dame, played in the league. I remember us talking about like on the bus ride back. Like that was amazing. Like we were still had chills. Like we were still like basically adrenaline was still pumping because of how cool the environment was. So I remember that. It was a great environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's one of the better high school games you can go to from a rivalry standpoint.
Yeah.
Is Texas City and G-ball.
I totally agree with that. Justin says, who are we not talking enough about right now? Big Saturday next week, fellas. Let's hope for good health and more good news in Prairie City, Texas high school football coach that passed away in an accident.
Yeah.
Yes.
For people who haven't heard, thoughts and prayers out to the East Bernard community. The head coach and his wife tragically passed away in a car accident.
So sad. Yeah. Very unfortunate. Yeah, thoughts and prayers. We apologize because I forget the name of the coach too, but yeah, thank you very much, Jerry. So thoughts and prayers. Thank you, Justin, for reminding us about that. Who are we not talking enough about right now? I feel like Brad Spence is a guy we're not talking enough about.
I agree 100%.
And I just feel like his name hasn't come up a lot, and he's one of those guys that is definitely going to benefit from the Muschamp defense. And he can play multiple spots for you. He's a really good pass rusher, and you need those. I think he's my guy. We ain't talking enough about.
Yeah. I'll tell you another one. Brandon Baker. I think that transition has gone very smoothly, and I think he had a really good day Saturday, and it's a very natural fit for him, and I think Brandon Baker's going to have a big year.
That's good. I like that one. Thank you, Justin, for that super chat. Daniel is up next. Thank you, Daniel. He says Aaron Morgan is OTF Royce Gracie. Got to show love to OTF fan number one. That's what I'm saying. Like he's been like that since day one. All right, and throw it out, just kind of making it rain. So I appreciate Aaron Morgan, man. As I said, he deserves multiple nicknames. If you're gonna be OTF fan number one, you be Aaron Morgan. My man B Morgan, OTF fan number one, whatever it is. Coach Scott, $1 billion. $1 billion. Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
Maybe Elon Musk will become a part of the OTF fam, and we will get that $1 billion one day, Coach Scott. Appreciate that. Well, thank you for the super chat. Says the elephant in the room, Jerry. What happened to Tiny Smith? He is no longer with the. Is he no longer with the program?
As of Saturday, he was with the program.
There you go. Juan, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. All right. Cisco says B Morgan paid for the OTF headquarters rent. He did pay for the headquarters. He paid a lot. I mean, I don't know how much. I haven't kept up with what B Morgan's been giving, but hopefully somehow you can deduct that from your taxes or something. Hopefully it's tax deductible somehow. Thank you for that super chat. Juan's, are we done with one? Are we done? I think we're done. OTF fan number one and Aloha Traveler. Yes, Coach Scott. Yes. Appreciate that, Tejana 512. All right, thank you guys for all of the super chats and the love. I wish we got to more questions, but we ran out of time, and mostly because you guys were so kind and gracious. So really appreciate you guys. Thank you to actually Jordan behind the scenes. My man Jordan Scruggs actually helped produce the show tonight, so we appreciate him. Thanks to our sponsors. Thank you to Prize Picks and Von Lane as well for being our sponsors on tonight's program. If we missed any of your questions, please direct them to the gentleman at Coffee and Football bright and early tomorrow morning. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Bobby Burton, and this man right here, the estimable Jerry Hamilton, will be joining you bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m. Also, tomorrow you'll have the Monday night live stream. That'll be myself, Coach Bob Shipley, and CJ Vogel. That'll be promptly at 7 p.m. tomorrow for the winning drive, the prime time edition. Also, Stevie Lee usually joins us on there as well. Throughout Justin Yarborough with a super chat. See, we ain't done yet. Says Rod, Texas City still won state in '99. If that makes you feel any better, that was the only loss of the year. Are you serious? That was the only loss that year? Wow, I did not know that, Justin. I swear I did not know. This is the first time in my life that I realized that. I had a lot going on in '99, I guess. And we was a good team. And we could never get past. I wonder who y'all beat that year because we could never get past Katy or North Shore.
Katy and North Shore. Tough for y'all.
We either played them in the second round or the third round, and it was done. We did upset Katy one year though, and that was like that was one of Tom Nolan's great wins. We upset Katy, but that was about it. After that, we faced North Shore the the next week and lost. So either we had to face Katy or North Shore, and we was never going to beat one of them schools.
And you had to play them both to get there. Yeah.
We had to play them both to get there pretty much. All right. Thank you, Justin, for that. That made me feel good. That made me feel real good. Big love to all the super chats, OTF chatters, and of course, Lucky, Rod's Lab, and great show. Thank you, Coach Scott. We appreciate it. Yeah, I know. I still got my. Oh, no, quit chewing on that. Give me that back. All right, that's why we don't bring you out to the office. All right, we got to get out of here. Thank you, Jared. We appreciate all of your hard work. Thank you to Jordan behind the scenes. Appreciate him as well. And for Jerry and for Jordan. I'm Lifetime Longhorn Rod Babies. Until next time, hook 'em horns. Hey, thank you for the super.
Thank you, guys.
Low High Traveler. Thank you, OTF fan number 1.